Hello, welcome astrology lovers, star seeds, light workers, shadow workers, and lovely humans of the world. It is Chanda Sparkles Astrology Live. We are so happy to be here. So happy to be here. And I feel all of your love, and I'm so grateful. I just want to say that right off the bat. Um, it has been a journey, has it not? It has been a journey, and we are on it together. I think I need to pull these Kleenexes a little closer. um, wow. Just wow. That's all I've got really right now is, you know, we're dissolving. We're dissolving away. All the past is gone. It is done. Um, we are in a brand new timeline, and it is time to begin again. And it's so exciting, and it's so holy. You are so precious. Don't ever let anybody tell you differently. And you can do the hard stuff. You can, because I know I can do it, so can you. This is a beautiful Piscean holy supermoon. This supermoon is the closest supermoon we will have all year to the Earth. And it is conjunct to Saturn. Saturn is restriction, it's contraction, it's stop. You fucked that up. Do it again and do it better next time. So, we're going to talk about all of the astrology. I have the astrology chart. We're going to pull for some cards for all of the elements. And we're going to raise this house. And when I say this house, I mean all of us together, raising our frequencies to blast our light in only the way that we can together. Because when two or more gather, higher consciousness takes over. It is so important that we all have spiritual integrity. That is Saturn in Pisces. In March, Saturn moved into Pisces, and I got the download. This is where we bring spirit into matter. This is where we embody all aspects of self. This is where we blast our light through all aspects, in all timelines, in all time frames, in all forms, in all ways. And we are doing it. And this, my friends, is the new beginning, but it's more or less the past is done. Now, it will depend upon how much work you've been doing. And I know if you're here, you've been doing it. And even though there are a lot of traumatic events happening around the world, prayers to all affected. There are a total of 6 hurricanes around the world right now. 6. That is because Neptune is in Pisces, in a location on the chart in the sky that it's never been. We have 6 total planets retrograde. 6. That's very uncommon. All planets retrograde except for Mars and Jupiter, which really, honestly, let's just get real with it. He is retrograde pretty much. He just hasn't hit his date of September 3rd. Venus is at a standstill. Jupiter is at a standstill. Okay? Jupiter in Taurus, Venus in Leo. Jupiter is a benefic planet, offers gifts, brings in abundance, helps us to understand what we truly believe, and looks for the guru wisdom. Because guess what? There's nobody on the planet more guru than you. And we're learning this as we go. We are one conscious being, just one, flooding this planet with our love, flooding this planet in the trauma, in the shadow. There's so much love in the shadow. I live this life, and I've witnessed it through myself, through my family, and through clients and close friends. There is no one that could possibly even touch the love that's within the shadow. I don't want to focus there, but this is a dark full moon, okay? We're not going to be charging our crystals. We're not going to be creating moon water underneath this full moon. The two big players of this full moon are Saturn, malefic planet, and Mars, malefic planet. The sun is finally in Virgo. Happy solar return to all of the Virgos. The sun is with Black Moon Lilith. And if you watched me, you know she's the big bad bitch. She is Kali energy. She is also the energy of the goddess who turned Adam down, who wasn't going to conform like Eve, and said, this won't stand. With Virgo, earth sign, mutable earth, flowing earth, okay? With Mercury in Virgo. Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, retrograde. We have so much going on here. Uranus just recently gone retrograde, not too long ago. All of these planets are going slow, okay? That means we pause and dissolve. It's dissolving away, dissolving away, dissolving away, dissolving away, dissolving away. The past is no more. The new future is here, but we're on a pause, okay? Now, with that said, Mars, the planet of aggressions and passions, your drive, what kicks you in your ass and makes you get up out of the bed in the morning, that's Mars, okay? Mars is so, it's like lots of people are just wanting to jump. They're wanting to do. They're wanting, and you're feeling like you're pulled back and forth because we have all this other heavy, very serious, Saturn is serious energy with this Piscean higher consciousness, psychotic mental breakouts to breakthroughs. Get it? So you may be feeling tired. You may want to sleep more. You may want to just rest. You may want to just escape. Pisces is all about escapism. It's your dreams. It's your visions. Do your visionary work. Don't participate in big group stuff unless it's like your own personal group and you know these people well. Okay, if you feel like you need to. But this is all about the self and going within. There is so much within. And everything within us is showing up around us. All of that stuff that we've been carrying, man. This moon and the energy that's around this moon is very much aligned. If you were here when I was talking about it in 2020, it's very much aligned with January of 2020 when we had Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all come together. Once in a lifetime, once in many lifetimes, okay? Hadn't happened since the Revolutionary War. That was the ignition point that kicked off all of the COVID bullshit. Now what are we hearing? More bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. Don't fall for the Matrix fear factor. This is what's happening in the world. There has been so much of this fear being pushed. I don't watch the news. I don't, but I get sent stuff. I pay attention online. I couldn't even imagine what the kind of commercials and stories and stuff that they're pushing. And it's subliminal programming that's happening here. Okay, this is also Pisces energy. Pisces is the movies. It's theatrics. It's what you're seeing when you watch the television. It's subliminal programming in your Netflix shows. If you're not aware and awake to it, these things could be harmful. I'm just saying. Be aware. Stay in your love space connected to your heart, your higher cosmic heart right here where you enter and leave the body, right here. That's so holy. That's so ancient. You are a god. You are a goddess in a flesh suit. I think it's about time we start acting like it, don't you? Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to look at the chart, and we're going to also read the Sabian symbol for this Piscean full moon. And I think really, honestly, I see everybody loading in the chat. I love you all dearly. Awesome. Let's say hi to everybody. There is Amy Ulrich. And we have Princess. Everybody say thank you to the moderators for helping keep it divine in the Sparkle Chat tribe. If you are on YouTube or Facebook or in one of the groups, thank you for being here. Most people pipe in on the YouTube, but we're just so happy that you're here. I can see all of you loading up in the chat here. We have Aaron Sanchez here and Sanjia out of New Zealand. Yes. Hi, Kyle. Oh, my dear. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. I don't know if you guys missed it or not, but I was on Astrology Network a little while. I think it was a few hours ago. And I would love it if you would come over and join. It's astrologynetwork.com. And it's a monthly subscription. I will have a show on there very soon. There's so many amazing, intuitive, talented, loving, caring, real, authentic people that are creating over there. We are creating something so magical. So you want to be a part of it. Definitely check that out. Let's see who else we have here. Amy Lewis. Hi, sweetheart. Thanks for coming on in. Yay. And Alana. Thanks, honey. Hi, Natalie. How are you doing? Yeah, 6 planets retrograde. Look at that. Did you see that? 6 planets retrograde right there. And 6 hurricanes. Yeah, it's pretty intense. And the water events will continue. The earth events will continue. Prayers to all who are affected. I've been through a few hurricanes. And I am one of those crazy people that likes to go chase the storms because I'm very electric with mine. Since a kid, I've always felt these like electric impulses. And I really dig the storm. I get like a high and a vibe off of it that really just pumps through my body. I can feel it. But when you're talking about a category 3 or 4, you won't see me out there chasing it. I'll be at home safe. Anyway, so yeah, there's Cat's Unity. Y'all go check her out. She's got a great page. And there's DB. Hi, sister. So glad that you are here. Awesome. I'm seeing more of you load in. I see you there. Christy Rinks is here. What's up, Christy? Hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. Yo, crazy man. How are you? So good to see you here. All right. Amy Lewis is here too. Looks like everybody. Thanks for so much for coming in on we normally do this every Tuesday night, but I said this, I don't know how long ago it's been because I've kind of been away for a while. I said this a while back that we were going to start doing it on different nights. Spirit came in and told me, your regular Tuesdays probably are going to change up and shift. And boy, did they, and so we're just knowing and trusting that everyone here in the chat and on the YouTube and Facebook replay. This is meant for you. These messages are meant for you. If you're new, I am an intuitive evolutionary astrologer. I'm a psychic. I'm a channeler. And I channel a collective called the 12. But the 12 is within me. And it all goes through my highest guidance, which is Creator Source. It is you. It is me. It is us. So I love you. Let's get started. All right. Yes, Amy Ulrich is a moderator there on the Facebook. You can go ahead and pop on over to the YouTube if you like. It seems like a lot more people are in the YouTube, and it will help me out if you guys be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that you know and you get notified to your phone when I go live if this is your vibe. And if you're here, it sure is. And I'm so glad that you're here. All right, let's get moving on it. We're going to do some cards here in just a little bit. Let's see. Princess says, she's the exact same way about the storms. I feel so energized and alive when I feel them coming. Yes, I love a good storm. It's just like, I love it. And I'm so, I'm on an island in Padre Island, Texas. It's hot for a long time, and I'm kind of over the heat. But it does look like here in about a week and a half or so, we may get a little rain, and it might bring our temperatures down into the mid to upper 80s. That would be nice because it's 90 plus for, like, I promise you, like the next 10 to 15 days for sure. But we have a big month coming. We sure do. I coined the month of September to remember, because it will be. We have 3 planets changing direction. 3 planets changing direction. And when planets change direction, depending upon your personal birth chart, but, it can vary. So like if you're born with Mercury retrograde, when Mercury goes retrograde and he starts his process of his 3-week retrograde, you will feel more in alignment mentally. And retrograde is all about within, pulling back, revising, relooking, and resting, restoring, rejuvenating the self. Virgo season. Virgo is all about detoxing, purity. How pure are you in your spirit? How pure are you with your practice? Saturn says, I want some discipline. Saturn in Pisces with this moon says, I need discipline with this spiritual practice. How are you being certain that you are giving yourself that love? Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's all about the dissolve. Release, 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 release. 2 weeks ago, we had a new moon in Leo. And that was when you planted a seed. And things have transpired, have they not? And look at you now. Look where you're at now. Now, my loves, you have the illumination. You see clearly the direction. The confusion is still a little bit muddled. Nothing's completely clear. But we know way more than we did 2 weeks ago. And we know our direction is going to be challenging. But we're up for a challenge, aren't we? We sure are. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And I'm going to take these off. And first things first, I want to read the Sabian symbol. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do... How did I do that last time? All right, there we go. All right. Did I not bring the Sabian symbol book? Okay, I'll just read it off here. I'm going to have to move that down just a little bit and blow this up. Okay. Yes, so much grace, so much gratitude for sure. Inoshe temokahai. Une shemoneke hai. Uranjikukumati shi mukakika wuna hai ne shaku. Inake shemai. Anore shikumukina ai ne shi. Yano kirikiki shikubuki hai. Orambake shikumai na honae shikimo. Ona sheke mene hain. Rinjikamon, rinjikamon, rinjikamon. One, onai. Oi quiero pikere shikaru makekero chikero maka ai. Ina shiku na kiro maka ai. Rusha, Mikey. Oi nai shimunai ai. Onna shemone kime. One shemukina hino shine akinu. Oinai shemukina ye. They're calling you to dissolve it away. Let it go. Let it flow. Every moment that you are alive in this flesh suit is a moment of holiness. And everything that you do affects the whole. You are more powerful than you ever could have even fathomed. Remember that as you move forward through these next challenging months. All right, this Pisces supermoon Sabian symbol. If you don't know what the Sabian symbols are, every single degree means something. Astrology is multifaceted, and it is the study of the frequency of the planets that are projected out that may or may not affect us. Pisces supermoon Sabian symbol is titled A Girl. Oh, did I move that? Okay, sorry. A girl blowing a bugle. All right, get your vision. A girl blowing a bugle. I immediately said, oh, it's Reveille, because I was in the Navy. Keynote. I call to participate in the service of the race as an evolutionary crisis approaches. This symbolic picture presents another aspect of the emotional relationship between the individual and the collectivity of human beings. It can also be related to the old feminist movement or the present women's liberation. In traditional symbolism, the woman refers more specifically to the biological and psychic aspect of the human life. She is seen primarily as the mother and or the intuitive or psychic type of person. A new race of human beings may well be slowly unfolding in some of its potential of the consciousness and fulfillment. The individual who envisions this evolutionary development sounds the call. He or she is both seer, herald, and mutant. Seer, herald, and mutant. The call. In that sense, such a human being is both an individual, true to his original nature, and a dedicated person. dedicated to the future he or she holds in latency, as does a seed in mutation. At this third stage of the 68th five-fold sequence, the two preceding phases blend in a new form of consecration of the individual to the whole. Tomorrow acts through today. It summons men to rebirth. Yeah. You're being called to release the shadow, dissolve it away, but also to look for the magic in the trauma. Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities and the feelings that come within you that give you that everything's going to be all right. You find when you're going through something really hard and heavy and challenging, the gifts, the golden nuggets. It's there. And a girl, let's just call her psychic, is blowing the bugle. It's time. All right. Let's look at this chart. You got a sneak peek at the cards there. All right, I'm going to take this down and pull this chart up. There we go. So we have a Pisces full moon literally happening in a couple of hours from now. It's apexed at, 8:35 p.m. Central. This is a chart designed for Corpus Christi, Texas, here on Padre Island, where I live. Don't pay attention to the houses, but all of the sacred geometry of the chart is the same. So the first thing I do as an astrological soul code astrologer, very different, not a cookie cutter astrologer here, is I look at the center of this chart and I look for the sacred geometry within the chart. So I'd like you to take a look and then put in the comments anything that comes to you instantly. Anything that you see there that comes to you instantly as a message of the sacred geometry. And then I'll tell you what I say. This is Saturn, Mars, Black Moon Lilith, the moon, and the sun. The largest moon that we have. 6 planets retrograde. Many planets stopped. Jupiter and Venus. Completely stopped. Venus is going to be in her shadow of her retrograde. She will go direct on September 3rd. But she will be in shadow all the month of September. She won't come out of her shadow. And what that means is basically when a planet goes retrograde, it stops at a certain degree, okay? Then it starts to slow down and it goes back over all these degrees it had already gone over because it's like revising. And then it comes forward over those same degrees again. And then it gets to that same point where it began, okay? And then it has to move on. But there's a shadow period afterwards. For all planets that go retrograde, there's a shadow period prior, all right? And so it's important to understand that also, Venus is our love. It's our values. It's how we handle ourselves magnetically. It's how we attract things to us. And she has been in the courage, heart warrior, loving, fun, Leo fire sign. And it's not been an easy go of it. A lot of the stuff that we've been going through is pretty much directed at this Venus retrograde. It's really deep stuff. It's family stuff. Venus rules Libra. That is where the South karmic node of fate is. And the North node is in Aries, asking you to transform your ego. You need a new ego. You can't use the same one anymore. It's being dissolved away. And in Libra, it's saying, we're going to do this through family and relationships and possibly your money. That's how that's going to roll. So let's look at this chart a little closer. And thank you, Kyle. That's right. If you guys have to go, come on back for the replay. And thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, okay? All right. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit so I can hit this babe. All right. As I said, Pisces full moon is happening August the 30th today at 8:35. So here on the chart, you will see we have Saturn and the moon conjunct. They're right there next to each other by 3 degrees, okay? So that's a tight conjunction. A wide conjunction is at 9 degrees. And you see this line right here. Oh, did anybody have any idea on the sacred geometry of the chart? I'm sorry, I totally spaced that. Here we go. Amy has an answer. Awesome. The geometry of the chart, I see we are at a crossroads. Something will have to push us towards another direction. You know, that's what I saw too. I saw 2 timelines crossing and merging is what I instantly saw. It was a 2 timelines crossing and merging. But they're also dissolving because you see how all the light lines are? Look at all the lines in the background. Those are, when they're light lines like that, they're not as strong. They're not as close to each other in aspect, but they are present, okay? And see how they're like dissolving. But the main strong ones is the moon and Saturn in Pisces. See right there? And Black Moon Lilith and the sun right there in Virgo. Okay, let's just talk about the Virgo-Pisces axis. The Virgo-Pisces axis is all about your health, your well-being, okay? It's the health axis of crisis. It's where crisis happens in order to transform. In Virgo, because it's an earth sign, it's about your day-to-day practicalities. It's, what you do. Get up, you brush your teeth, make your coffee, take the kids to school, or whatever your thing is. That is Virgo. It's your day-to-day. So it affects everything in the day-to-day. And when you have Black Moon Lilith there, Black Moon Lilith brings up fear. This is why we're seeing fear frequency all of a sudden in the world being pushed. And it's going to continue because these energies are good for up to 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be stepping in to getting close to the eclipse gateway as well as the equinox for a September to remember. Also, we have right over here, Mercury in Virgo. Okay. Mercury in Virgo is in Quincunx. See that right there? Quincunx over to the the North Karmic Node of Fate and Chiron in Aries. There is so much healing. Mercury is our mind, how we think, how we communicate, what we're saying on the day to day, but it is retrograde. Remember, all planets are retrograde except for Mars and Jupiter at this moment, but Jupiter is stopped completely, barely moving. So he's basically already retrograde. Mercury in Virgo is a good thing for Virgo and Earth signs because when it's forward, you're able to mentally take on things. But when it's retrograde, your brain is off. What it does is it basically switches the hemisphere of the mind. All right. So like if you're normally an analytical person, right now your mind is switched up and you're more of an intuitive person, and you feel a little more kind of out of sorts, kind of lost in your thought processes and how you communicate. Things that you're saying, people will not hear them the way that you're speaking them. Everybody needs to be real careful in how they speak, how they communicate, how they text, how they email. All of that stuff can get really frazzled, and it's an anxiety sign. There's a lot of anxiety and anxious energy that's happening because of Mercury here quincunx to the North Node at Aries and Chiron. But if we have been doing the work, if we've been doing the shadow work, we will have healing that comes, because Chiron is the wounded healer, okay? And he's with the North Node. The North Karmic Node is the destiny of this collective consciousness, this entire world, and the destiny in which we are moving towards. The nodes just switched not too long ago, so we're starting to get our feelers in. It's now at 25 degrees. It's like literally opposing my Uranus and my Venus over in Libra. See, here's the South Node right here, okay? So you got the South Node and the North Node. They're always opposite each other. South Node is the past. It's what we're learning to release. It's how we're evolving away from some of these things around money, values, beauty, relationships. And then the North Node here is all about I am that I am. It is me. I am the ego consciousness. We don't make the ego wrong or ugly. We have to have it to be here in this experience, in this reality. It's so important to realize as you're moving forward, when you're making choices, be certain you're making your choices for yourself first. And that's real hard to do for many people, especially if you're an empath, or maybe you're in a relationship with a narcissist, the narcissist and the empath. We were talking about that on Astrology Network earlier when we did this wonderful show, which, by the way, Todd Medina, thank you. Todd's going to have me a copy, and I will upload it to the YouTube. So I'm really excited about that. And Susan, it was just lovely. And Dr. Joe was there. It was really nice. I'm getting off track. Sorry. ADD. All right, here we go. Now, the other aspects I want to talk to here is Neptune is in Pisces, okay? It's not far off there, but it's not conjunct, but it's very present. This is where we lose our minds. This is where our mental state gets really fuzzy. This is where we must dissolve karma. And this is where crisis comes up. Crisis in around water, in your blood. It could be your blood. There's advanced technologies coming in, like stem cell research, Let's look over here, because you have Uranus right here with Jupiter, and they are getting closer and closer in Taurus. Okay? They will conjunct next year. They're both retrograde. Oh, I'm sorry. Jupiter is not yet, but will be. But they're coming together as close as they're going to get right now. Jupiter's going to expand our belief structures around new revolutionary ways of doing things. There's a lot of questions right now. It's like, I know that this has ended, but I also know that I must go this direction. But I don't know all the details, and I don't know if I believe it. I'm not sure if I'm believing in it. I believe in myself. I believe in the choices that I'm making, because my higher guidance is totally in control. We are embodying highest selves. And you have multiple highest selves, multiples. And you have multiple aspects that you can tap into right now. We're bringing those in. After all that stuff with my son that I went through, if you don't know the story, I've got it posted on my Facebook. But I had a real traumatic experience with him. I had to drop my disabled son on the bayfront with his walker because it had gotten that extreme. And we'd been doing this dance for 10 years solid. But I did it with love. I did it with care. made sure he had everything he needed to survive homeless on the bayfront of Corpus Christi. And it was horrible, but it was also so incredible to finally release the suffering that is his, that I've been carrying. Releasing his suffering and trusting in the universe. Such an important thing, to have faith in that other person or that other experience or that other situation, whatever it is for you. So important to have faith right now. Pisces is faith. It's blind faith. Completely blind. He could have been killed, robbed, whatever out there. But I trusted. And I saw sign after sign. I saw more signs in that 48-hour period than I have in a small amount. You know, it was incredible. So I went home and I slept. And then I woke up and higher guidance said, buy a bus ticket and send him to his father. His father that he hasn't lived with ever, really. Like he tried once back in 2015 and it lasted like two or 3 weeks. And then he was on the street and he ended up back in jail and all this other. This time it was different. This time I knew it was the right choice. And I didn't even tell his father. I just put him on the bus. And that in itself for Landon was very challenging just to get there. But this is an example of something that you may be going through that is written right here in this astrology that tells us you must have faith. Neptune, it's an antenna. See how the little things go up? And it's way out there. It's a way far out there planet, right? This is kind of energy. You've got to do way far out there things. You can't get to the destination that you need to go if you're not doing it differently way out there. This is the work. This is what we do. Every single moment is holy. Saturn is a taskmaster. It's Chronos. It keeps time. It's like the grandfather that comes in and says, okay, I understand you just had like a 3-kegger in here, college kid. You probably all are hung over, but you're going to have to get up at 6 a.m. and clean this shit up because your mom's going to be home by 8. You know, it's that kind of thing. And he is fair. And he's calm. And he's stern. And he's all wise. Very wise. But he could be dark. And he can be all kinds of shadow. He is malefic. And could be malicious. In Pisces, it's unpredictability. Pisces energy, you cannot ever hold a Pisces in judgment for their flakiness because it's just part of the sign makeup. They withdraw. They go, if things get too much, they just gonna shut it down and be quiet. You might not hear from them for a week, 2 weeks. That's just the way it is. And Saturn being there is pushing everybody to find that silence within that is empowered and integral through your spirit. Venus at 12 degrees. Venus will not move again until she goes direct, which will happen literally. Venus goes direct on September 3rd, and 12 hours later, Jupiter, the only planet that gives us benefits, the only planet of awesome abundance. You know, when Jupiter comes up in your sign, he expands and magnifies everything in your life. Can expand your waistline. But Venus And the fact that they are like both moving directions within 12 hours of each other is huge. That's huge, huge stuff. We've come as far as we can on what we believe and the wisdom that we have gained up to this point, and the abundance and the gifts that have been given up to this point is now time to work slowly with. We work with what we have. Jupiter's in Taurus. Taurus is I have. It's about your senses. It's about your physical body. It's about your wealth and how you make your living. And when it has Uranus there, you must revolutionize it, because Uranus is the planet of the future, and Uranus is the planet of off-planet beings. It is the planet of the galactics. So much intel. I can't even describe how I have been experiencing these energies. It's like a sea of faces, and they're all me. And every sea, like a sea of faces, lots and lots of faces. And every face is me. Every ancestor, every future timeline, they're all me. And they've all come within. And it feels amazing. And it's authentic and raw and real as fuck. And I love it. That's where you should be right now. And if you're not there, don't give yourself a hard time. Just know that these are the processes. You are not your process, by the way. Yeah, you're not your story. You are not your story. You are not your process. You are not your timeline. You are an amazing being of light. Come here purposely as a conduit to wake up this planet and heal this planet, to put it into a utopian state, to make it right, to fight the dream spell, to fight the bullshit of the matrix through your integral spiritual discipline. That's what this entire full moon is all about. We're not going to leave out lovely Mars over here. He is trining over to Pluto. Just to put another dark topping on this big shadow Sunday. Pluto is, you must transform this now or die. It's over. And Pluto's retrograde. And he's heading back to 26 degrees, which is, he's going this way backwards, which is the United States of America's return degree. He's going to come back again and cross that degree, which means we will have world power upheaval. And the machine is cranking. And they are starting the fear factors again. It's all starting up again. I told you at the beginning of this is the same kind of energy that we had back in 2020. And something is over. And there's a lot of people that it's not going to be ready for what they're about to do. But we will get past it, and we will stay in faith. Because that's what Pisces is. Faith. Blind faith. Faith in the self first. North Node in Aries. We look at the relationship later, afterwards. And then we step forward onto the new timeline. Mars. Mars over here in Libra. You know, this is why people are being snippy. This is why you have aggressive driving going on. There is so much just hard, difficult challenges when Mars is full steam ahead. Mars doesn't like to be in Libra. That's not his favorite place to be. So he behaves badly. Let's just put it like that. And it shows up in our character and in the world around us as aggression. So when he moves on, which he's at 2 degrees of Libra. Okay. So he's got to come up here and he is going to meet up with that South karmic node of fate. When that happens, which just hold on to your socks, because when that happens, there's going to be some kind of big something that's coming. Something around, I think, maybe our financials, could be world powers, leaders, governments, justice. Like we could have some big incident where the Supreme Court has to get involved or something like that, and uprisings and stuff like that. That's all starting to crank up. But because we have all these planets retrograde, it's in process. And it's just like little tidbits are starting to fall into place. Little things are starting to happen. And then the big kaboom will come. They're already deploying, ships over there. We have the war going on and all of that. But, I heard the Leo King, because I caught his Deep Astrology this past week. And he had a friend, because he was also in the Navy like me. He had a friend that he hadn't talked to in some time that just got deployed. The friend is about to retire, like literally retire from the United States Navy. And that he just got deployed over there. And like literally, he doesn't know when he'll return. And there's uprisings in Africa. All kinds of revolutionary stuff happening in Africa. It's happening. We're in this. And the closer and closer we get to that Mars South Node conjunction and Pluto coming over here to the USA return. Whoa. That's going to be some serious shit, y'all. I'm not kidding here. Woo! Okay. Remember, this full moon is ruled by Neptune, but this day up here is ruled by Mercury, and the hour of this full moon is ruled by the sun. When the sun, there is no other planet energy that can touch the sun. The sun always overpowers. It is the highest of the high. It is the God's God in astrology. So your mind will be, and when these things apex, at the moment of the apex, the moment it's at its absolute fullest, that's like a blueprint, carbon copy energy structure that's like laid over the consciousness of humanity. The answer here is faith, shining the light on faith, stepping into the heart and having courage and patience as fuck. Have patience. Just real quick, I want to show you these, and then we'll go into the cards for all of the elements, okay? So let me go ahead and just... All right, so we have retrograde Mercury, retrograde Venus, Jupiter slow, retrograde Saturn, retrograde Uranus, retrograde Neptune, retrograde Pluto, retrograde Chiron. And we really don't count Black Moon Lilith, but I mean, we can, but she kind of floats back and forth, But her being involved with this entire situation is really going to crank up the fears. It's like you're going to hear about it, and it's going to be pushed on you because you're going to hear all this stuff, because Mercury being retrograde in its own sign, its own critical sign. Virgo, it can be a critical bitch. I'm sorry. And if you're a Virgo, I love you because I get along with y'all great. But that's part of it. And they get real worked up about stuff. You know, this is the kind of energy we're dealing with in Virgo season. All right, so that's going to end that part. If you want that for a screenshot, I'll leave it there for a second. If you wanted to take a look at it, oops, sorry. If you wanted to take a look at it later, there we go. This is going to be something else. You know, this is what I was thinking of earlier when I was meditating on this whole, you know, Pisces. And I wasn't planning this morning when I woke up to be here. I really wasn't. I was like, maybe not. I don't know. And then I was like, okay, I got the signal, and I knew I was supposed to be here. And they said, you know, just stay in that mode of wonderment and adventure. The crazy stuff is like, wow, I get to live here and experience this shit. This just happened, you know, in your day-to-day life. Now, of course, we get serious and we pray for those that are involved in challenging matters. Of course, we don't make light or fun of that. But at the same time, if it's not directly affecting you, the best thing that you can do is that, you know. All right, let's see what we've got here. Dun, dun, dun. It's Chanda Sparkles. The link is in the Facebook, I thought. Hi, Sally. Hi, Sally. She says her daughter is a Virgo, and she's a Taurus with Venus. Very nice. Very nice. DB says she is coming out of losing her mind right now. Yeah, that is Saturn, Neptune, and this supermoon in Pisces. Very much so. But it's important that you stay in faith within yourself. Aries is the self, and that's where the north karmic node of the collective fate is for the next 16 months. It's been there a couple of months now. And you just stay in faith with yourself, and you know you are upgrading your ego. Everybody has to have one. We don't make it bad. Okay? Yes, Kat. Yes, Kat says faith. That's right. Shine the light on faith. Yeah. Angela, I love you. All right. Bless you. Bless you. Blessings all around. All right. So I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to... How are we going to do that? I'll tell you what. For those that are just signing in, I'm going to put this up on the screen right here. Like that. And I'm going to take a 2-minute bathroom break. So if y'all need to get a snack or something, and then we'll do cards. We're coming back to do cards. One shemo kahai na hi no shi no kukuki mo hai. One shike mo ne shi na ku hai. One shemo ke mai hai. Ine. I'm going to give you a little bit of sound healing. This bowl here is the S bowl, and it'll help you with your mental tension. It'll help you to open your mind, all right? When you're watching, it's good to use earbuds because I'm bringing in sound more. I've been told to bring the sound in. Every cell in your body is listening. What are you feeding it with sound? That's something that you need to think about as you go forward. Pisces is very musical. Music heals, sound calms. Get yourself a small bowl. Get you some tincture bells. And if you can't do that, then listen to 528 hertz frequency music. It is the universal sound. And just 20 minutes, with some earbuds. It's always important that you use earbuds or headphones if you can. And if you can't, then you just do it on your TV or your phone. We do what we can. We are the ones that are setting the pace for this entire journey that we are on as human beings, not doing, right? We're human beings, not human doings. And right now, it is all about the dissolve. All about the dissolve, okay? Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Aaron. Yes, here we go. That's right. Thank you, Kat. Everyone, please, if you could, if you're watching on YouTube, just minimize me real quick and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm to pick me up so that other people can find us. And we're not getting far from our destination point to start doing big package giveaways. So those are on their way back, and I have a really awesome sponsor. So the more likes and the more subscribers we can get, share me with your neighbor, share me with your friends. And just say, hey, can you open up your phone and hit subscribe? I'd appreciate it. I've been doing this I've been doing this work for many years. Since I was born, I've been an intuitive, but I've been doing this work now since 2015 into 2016 is when I started. And I'm constantly in courses. I'm constantly learning and evolving and growing my craft because I am perfecting my craft. And, creation and vision, that is Pisces energy. And when you put Saturn there, it's all about making it real because Saturn is a reality check. It is the reality. Higher consciousness awareness comes in and lets you take over creatively, whether you're a writer or a painter or a YouTube creator, whatever it is that you do. Saturn is there to bless that. If you've done the work, that's what Saturn's all about. You must be integral. What are you doing when nobody's looking? That's Saturn in Pisces conjunct this moon, asking you, have you really let go of that stuff? Are you letting that stuff creep back into your mind? Don't do that. And if you do, sit with that. Forgive yourself. And make it an energy. Like I use the energy ball, you know, and I play with it. And I've been working with suffering. I am not carrying my son's suffering. I'm going to love him, and I'm going to work on him every single day and night, energetically through his highest self. And I'm doing all the things, you know, calling doctors, getting prescriptions moved, being that support, putting my credit card for copays. I'm doing what I can from a distance because I have a passion and a mission and a vision of what I am to do. I know my soul's journey is doing this work for everyone, but for myself first, always. Let's go. All right. Thank you, Kelly, for jumping in. Thank you. Please do share me out on your Facebook pages, on your groups. Okay, by the way, I have the ability to broadcast on like 40 something platforms. I'm only on 7 right now. But if you know of a group or you're an admin of a group, I can just add your group right into the broadcast, and you get these broadcasts every week so that you're up to date on the astrology and you get free tarot. This is my divine gift. I do this because I'm called to do it. You know, I know that it works when we all come together and we raise the frequency. And I always feel different, and I know you do too, because I've heard from many of you how moved you were even days later, you know, how it uplifted you just to be in the presence of all of us here together, because we're all ascended masters in a flesh suit. We all have this ability, this beautiful power of one consciousness, oneness, one consciousness. Creator said, okay, I want to go and I want to experience all forms of life. I'm pretty sure he didn't say, I'm just going to experience the good stuff. All right, here we go. Let's do this. I'm seeing more of you in there. Hello, Clay. Thank you for being here. Clay Sue, sorry. Thanks for being in here. I think I missed some people along the way. I apologize, but let's get moving. Okay, all of you, by the way, on all platforms I see in one chat, so thank you for being here. Let's get going on these cards, shall we? All right, so tonight I probably need to get my little box to put these away. These are some of my new Andaras, and I have a whole bunch more over here, and then they're scattered around the house, and they're in all of the bowls. I always put Andaras and Lumerians inside of my bowls that match the frequency of the astrological birth chart, and I know which bowls to use for which, because I see people that have trauma, they're going through hard stuff. You know, I have one lady that's going to come on Friday that feels like she's, you know, maybe either had a spell cast on her or a psychic attack, but intuitively we were told it's just something that she's creating on her own. And that's often what happens. You know, our son does that. And we did that a while back. We just, you know, you create these outside entities, these outside energies that are you. Okay, because it's all you. But they seem very real, and you can see them visually, or at least I can. And they show up as shadow figures. Mine often show up as a dark purple shadow, but everybody is different. This one is the dolphin, and she is beautiful. I brought her out for Pisces. But there's practices that we can do together, and I can do it with you right here. You know, I do have a waiting list, and my email is below in the description. If you want to get on that waiting list, you just send me an email, say new client, or you know, if you're a previous client, and we'll get to you. I am far behind, but we will get to you. So, all right, tonight we are playing with. Oops. I don't want that to fall over. So tonight we are playing with the Tarot of Dreams because it's the Pisces full moon and Pisces rules dreams. We're also going to pull in on the Gilded Tarot Royale because Venus is in the royal sign of Leo, just about to go direct, but still in shadow all of September. Royal, that's Leo, the royalties. Star codes, and feeling royal within yourself, because you are. And not in the snobby, elitist, bullshit kind of way. No, in the higher consciousness kind of way. Your higher guidance. Embodying spirit, bringing spirit to matter. That is Saturn in Pisces. Star codes, Astro Oracle. And we'll get clarification from Kyle Gray's deck, the angels and ancestors, because we are in Virgo season. And Virgo is all about your ancestors. Think about Virgo as the witch in the woods back in the day, the medicine woman, the healer, the shamanic facilitator. You know, we do galactic shamanic activations here at the Sparkle Shack and here online. So if you're ever interested, just email me. All right, let's go. Let's get this going. We'll go ahead and move these stones up here. And we are going to begin with the Gilded Tarot. All cards have been shuffled, placed in the sun, smudged, and bonded to the vessel. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Willow. Helen, that is a beautiful comment, and we thank you. All you have to do is pop over to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel description is in the description below. And I believe Amy, my moderator on Facebook, has also put the link. But I'm not sure where you're coming from, if you're on one of my pages or if you're in one of the groups. But you can find the YouTube link. And more people are in the YouTube, always. There's a lot more people in the YouTube than there are on Facebook. So just pop on over there and hit subscribe and be sure to hit the bell. Okay, so one more thing before we get started. Pisces energy also rules religions. Okay, so this is why we're seeing a lot of religious fanaticism. This is why you're gonna have. I'm shadow banned. I know it, just because I'm labeled as an astrologer and as a reader and as a psychic, and that's gonna get crunked up some more. So the more you guys go and hit the bell, you know, the more that you try to, you know, comment on the replay video, that helps to grow the tribe. So I appreciate it. What are we doing first here tonight? Is it water signs? I think that's what she said. Water. Thank you, Kat. We are on water signs. This is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. These cards and the way that this is read, if you're new, they are all... I'm very mechanical with how I do things, okay? So I overlay a blueprint like on your consciousness. And if you are open and you are receiving in a receiving mode right now, you'll receive the messages that you need for your sun, your moon, or your rising signs. Very important to know your big three. Go to astrograph.com and you can get a free birth chart. And it's really the best intuitive birth chart there is out there that will really break everything down and explain things to you so you can learn. It's something that I ask of all clients to do themselves prior to coming. And then when they come here, they get from my Astro Gold all kinds of charts and all kinds of information. All right. It is Chanda Sparkles. Chanda Sparkles. And the link is down below in the description of the video, right here. If you just hit the description. Chanda, Chanda, like panda, sparkles. All right. They want to talk already. Let's go. I'm going to clear with the Jupiter bowl. I'm going to shikamoka get you know. She shikamoka ke hino shu shikamo. And I can't who ne shikahai no ni shikamo. In a shikakita titi. I'll nedrun jikamahai. No shikamo nehe. Kashina ko. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. There it is. All right. Wow. You water signs are getting some pretty good signs right off the bat here. You have got the wish card, the wish fulfillment, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. And I'm going to zoom this in just a little bit, just so that we can see up close. Oh, wrong one. Whew. All right, wrong camera. Let me go to the other camera. And we got this one. And I'm going to zoom in so that you can see them nice and close. There we go. All right, so we have got 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment. Challenged by the 6 of Cups. Cup signs, water signs. All the cups are for the water signs. This is also confirming to me the emotions are really high and you keep looking to the past. This is a past card. When you're looking at the past, you're not able to move into your future. You're not able to stay in your present. This is challenging you to let go of the past. Once upon a time, you may have been completely fulfilled emotionally. You had everything that you wanted, but it was exactly what you needed in that time. And you're looking back and you're thinking, you know, that dream for that time period, I really miss it, but I know that I have to transform. I know I have to move on. Okay, and I'm getting tingles on my light side, and I just saw something fly by. So know that looking back and worrying even about your children, this could be about worrying about your children. This could be about worrying about who you were with in the past, the relationship from the past, feeling very melancholy. That's what this card's about. Followed by the Magician. Major life event, major arcana card, the Magician. The Magician, you know, this tells me you have all the tools that you need. This tells me, you know, he holds all the tools. He has the wand for his passions. He has the cup for his emotions and his intuitive creation. He has the swords for his mental stability and decision making and communications and harshness if needed. And he has around his neck the pentacle, which means he can make things in tangible time and create them in this reality. And he's very intuitive. He's magical. Magic with a K. Water signs. Oh, that's it. Woo. Water signs. This is a way good card for you. Something is coming in from outside of you that's going to give you some wealth, that's going to give you a boost. You're going to get, because you have been paying it forward, haven't you, water signs? You've been giving. This is a seed coming in from outside of you. You know, this is firm. It's going to happen if you water the seed, whatever it is that you're creating. Magician is a brand new start. This is also a brand new start. This may be in your past because you're looking back at it. You know you have to take this on. You know that there's something that you're growing from here. There is groups around you. You see how all the little animals are surrounding him as he's holding this mighty pinnacle of abundance. He's holding it, proud. He's not young. He's been doing this a while, but he knows he has to step forward into the new path. Water signs. Come on, show it to me. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Pisces, Cancer, and that's it. All right. We're going to take them as we see them. Major life event, major arcana card. The Justice has fallen for you, water signs. And the Two of Wands. Wow. Okay, so this is Libra energy. This is don't tip the scales, water signs. You must stay balanced. You must stay poised. You must stay fair throughout this process moving forward. You know, you may not even be able to see your way forward, but what is it with this supermoon? It is blind faith. Knowing things will come out balanced and just because you're on a brand new path and you don't know what's over those mountains. You see, the light is shining on your path. You still are surrounded by your community, your friends, your tribe. They're there for you. Use them. Don't go all within. If you need someone, reach out. Talk to people. Reach out to me if you need me. I voice message people a lot. I am a minister, so I give a lot of my time away because I know it's the right thing to do, because I know that this is a seed and that the past is dissolved. The karma has been cleared. And yes, sometimes I have to remind myself of that, you know, but there's a brand new passionate. This is passionate, creative. You are about to embark on an adventure of a lifetime, but you don't know which way you're going. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings, balanced. Wish fulfillment card. Let go to the past. On the bottom, for the water signs, we have the High Priestess here. Major life event, major arcana card. The High Priestess is here to tell you, you are so intuitive. You are so mystic. You don't even have to try, water signs. You just have to get out of your own way and allow the universe to do its job. Feel the flow of all of the positive energies coming to you in those moments that you feel like you have to look to the past and wish that things were the way that they used to be. You are the magician. You have all the tools. You have all the tools within you. Major life event, major arcana card, the Strength card. Why are you so incredibly balanced and intuitive? Why are you trusting in the universe that is you? Because you did the hard stuff. You walked with strength. This is taming the beast within with pride and courage. Know it. Own it. And we will also pull from the Astro Codes deck for more clarification for the water signs, please. The Astro Codes deck. Woo! How is bouncing around? Oh, wow. You got Venus here. You are beloved. And you know what? This is Libra. And Venus rules Libra. And the South Karmic Node of Fate for the entire collective is in Libra. Look to where your house placement is of Libra. Okay? Whatever that house placement is, go look it up. Literally, intuitively. Always search intuitively. Always stop and take a few deep breaths in with the light. Out with the shadow. Then search for what you need. Your highest guidance will come through. On the bottom, You've got fucking abundance. This is Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It is the great awakener through what you believe. And if you believe in yourself, why? Because the communications have come through. Be very cautious as you move forward how you speak to yourself and others in order to receive all the gifts of Jupiter. And finally, we will also pull a card from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Who is coming forth for dear Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer? Who is coming forth for dear Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer? Who is it? Who's speaking to them, please? Right there. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, this is going to be a good one right here. Let's see. Let me find it. Hold on. I got to find it. This book, I haven't pulled this one out in a while. I think it's under the Guardians and Messages. I've had this one for a long time, but I just haven't pulled it out. What the heck? Maybe it's under symbols. Oh, not winter, spring, autumn. Okay. There it is. Oh, no, that's not it. This is it. Okay, so Broken Arrow. It says, and I need my... There we go. That's magnification. That is Jupiter. It magnifies whatever you're believing, whatever you're focusing on. Embrace the energy of peace. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You're safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. Your community, the people around you. When you see a broken arrow in meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight, because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. Thank you, water signs. I hope that this message helped you today. And I know you are embodying spiritual peace. Yeah. Thank you so much. Love you so much. We're going to switch up the cards and move on to the next element for the next element's read. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm sorry I missed seeing you at Astrology Fest. I'm sorry I didn't get to go. I was so looking forward. But we have the big Astrology Fest coming up December 8th, 9th, and 10th. And I'm telling you guys, you want to go to this. It's going to be 500 people plus from all over the world. We have people coming from Europe and Australia. There's people coming from everywhere. And they're all intuitive, channeled, psychic, weirdos, awesome people that are literally purposely here, and they all know that their higher consciousness is leading the way. Just like you. Come be part of this amazing movement that's going to happen in December. And in South Texas and Houston, Texas, in December, it's not that cold. You know, we got normally about 60, 65. Really nice weather, you know. And there's 30 acres of land. And Todd Medina on Astrology has all the information. And if you want the video or whatever, you know, when he's talking about it, just go on over there and look for the latest video where he's talking about it. He'll tell you all about it. Would love to have you go, Kat. That would be great. Yes. Okay, it looks like we're on Earth signs. And moderator Amy put it out there. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So we are moving right along to the next element, Earth signs. Remember, these are all for your sun, your moon, and your rising signs. Hello, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. How are you guys doing tonight? Keeping yourself grounded? Are you working hard? A lot of challenges. We're going to clear with the Jupiter bowl. A little coconut water. Ooh, that's good stuff. Someone is telling me, okay, so there's cinnamon. You're supposed to add cinnamon to whatever it is that you're doing. Because I'm smelling cinnamon. I'm hearing cinnamon right off the bat. Cinnamon. Look it up. Research it. Cinnamon's very healing. It's also very blocking. You can also burn cinnamon. Also, for the first day of the month, get you a little spray bottle. Add you a little bit of cinnamon essential oil in with like some holy water or just regular water. That works too. And then spray your front door and your back doors, any entrances to your house, all down with cinnamon. It will seal and protect your home for the month. It's a good practice to do. I do it every first of the month. And I'm really going to do a lot of work this month, you know. I'm just now almost finished with the house. I've had emergency construction for now 29 days. It's been crazy. But I think 2 more coats of paint. And then we got to put the tile back up on the bathroom upstairs. And we are finished. And it looks great so far. I'm just really happy with it. And it feels better. The Sparkle Shack was broken for a while. And that broke me. That broke me, like, really hurt my heart. I could feel, you know, because I do so much work here. And it's healed, you know, and it's becoming whole again. And that's a lovely feeling. So maybe something in your life, you know, they're bringing this forward because there's something that's needing cleansed, detoxed, and healed in your life. Especially you Virgos, you know best how to do that detox. Get on it. Let go of the carbs for a little while. Let go of any of the chocolates. I'm seeing chocolates. Let go of some of that stuff. Cleanse the vessel. Prepare. Everyone needs to prepare for the shift that is already in place that we're going to be starting to find out about. You know, I mean, look at Hawaii. That stuff, I'm not even going to go there, but that wasn't natural. That was not natural. The Matrix is really getting scared. The elitists of the world, those that put humanity under a dark spell, a millennia ago. That spell is being broken now. Let's go. Come on, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right there. Whoa, okay. We're going to take them as we see them. We are starting with the 3 of coins. That is earth energy. Followed by the moon in your challenging position. We have the 2 of cups for your earth signs. And then coming in from outside of you, we have the 8 of wands. Wow. And the king of swords. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the final card just because they all fell out like that. And there it is. They are really jumping for you. So this tells me that you guys are really needing to speed it up. Whatever it is that you're doing, jump at it a little bit more. Don't hesitate. You know, when you get an intuitive call, when your higher guidance comes in and tells you to do something, do your best not to fluctuate and wonder and judge and go back and forth with it. Really, like, if it's like, you need to do this, do it. Because it's going to open up so many possibilities for you, earth signs. All right. So the 3 of coins is all about collaboration. Okay. This is tangible work, coming together with others and doing those tangible things that show up in your reality that you can actually create abundance for yourself and for others. All right. The moon is your challenge position. There is something that is not being illuminated. You can see here, you have the domestic dog, and then you have the silver wolf. Okay. This means you must learn how to be able to see in this 3D reality, but also see the mysticism of the 3D reality, and don't be deranged. Like, don't get all deranged. This right here, see how the waterfall is flowing right between them? That's a representation of all your intuition and your emotions. Take flight. There's bats in flight. Now, there may be things that are happening around you that you just don't understand. Okay? Something is asking you to look at it, to see it for what it really is. There could be some smoke and mirrors, meaning it's an illusion. This is a Piscean card, okay? This right here tells me you, earth signs of all, are seriously being led down a path that may not exactly be what you think it is, all right? And collaborating with others, talking with others, building with others. See it for what it is through the others. You have a 2 of cups here. There is a love. God, there's such a love there with this 2 of cups. I'm really feeling this just like sweet compassion and love there for someone that you're working with or working on. You know, and it's a soulmate union. It doesn't have to be a love relationship union, but it is a union of souls that you have done this with many times in the past, earth signs. Coming in from outside of you, there may be some messages or even some travel that's, you know, things are coming in really fast. And sometimes you don't like that. You don't like fast stuff happening, but it's happening. This is coming at your way, and it could be very exciting. It could even be love arrows, and these often could be love arrows coming your way. And there could be someone that's very balanced and loving and giving and patient with you. You know, someone who thinks outside of the box and sees things differently than you. Yes, this is a representation of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But this is definitely somebody outside of you that's really trying to assist you to see things clearly. Don't fall into the illusion. This right here is the 6 of Swords. This is moving away from falling into the illusion. Trusting in there that there's a soul union. There's a higher guidance that's coming through that's so compassionate and loving for you, Earth sign. Like literally I can feel like just this, like I want to just give you a sweet little hug kind of compassion. This person is good for you. Moving away from the mental trauma. You know, this is a mental card. See the Mercury here. It's a mental card. Having to go forward and take all these swords with you so that you can see clearly that this is all being done with love, even though it may not feel like it right now. Okay? On the bottom, you have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups says, I'm young, I'm naive, but I'm intuitive and I'm creative. And I'm curious. Why? Because it's been a long, hard road. This is a 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is like every single wand has been something hard, traumatic, but something also passionate and exciting. It's been all of your accomplishments that you have done from that deep core of yourself that you've done throughout your life. And you're like, oh my God, I'm almost there. You know, he's gone so far and he's sitting there. He's got to take a break, but he's holding on to that last wand because he knows he's still got to move forward. And it's okay to take a break, Earth sign. It's okay. Just know that there are people there that are supporting you and that maybe you're just not seeing things. You've got to be challenged. I really feel like you're not seeing things clearly. And this swords tells me it may be difficult if you don't move away from that kind of thinking. Mercury is all about your mind, how you think, how you communicate. This has to be moved. You have to move away from this. Trust in the people who are giving you love. And this, I get such a love from this loving, beautiful King of Swords. I get a balance there. And it can be male or female. Don't get caught up on gender. This is new and you're a little naive here. Okay? Just admit to yourself this, you know, I didn't know it. You know, things, information and stuff is happening so fast, yes. But I have to trust in the people around. It's all about the people around you that you need to trust in right now, Earth signs. Okay? Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's also pull you a Astro Codes deck. Remember, this is for your sun, your moon, and your rising Earth signs. Sun, moon, and rising. All right, here we go. That's it, right? They want those. Okay. The midheaven. Okay, that's very. You have the midheaven, and you have Juno partnership. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I want to look at something real quick. Let's get that out of here. Okay. So Juno just moved. And this is the thing. Juno is the June bride. Okay. See, it's union. It's that new love of a bride that's just about to get married. Okay. But it also, you know, it could be for you just something that you end up having a companion that you can count on. You know, you have somebody there that will help guide you through these things in a loving but new and young way. This is a young energy. It's a young goddess. The midheaven, this is, by the way, also, you know, a number 9. And you have, didn't you have the 9 somewhere? I guess that was, oh, it's right here. You have the 9 right here, the 9 of Wands. So the midheaven, you know, this is like, in astrology, this is like what you're known for out in the world, you know, how they look at you, what you do for your job, you know, and if you're like retired or you're young and you don't work, this is asking you, what are you doing to make a difference in this world? You know, what are you doing? Are you really stepping forward and taking on these lovely, this also could be your belief structures right here, because this is Sagittarius energy, but beliefs that are deep, like what you deeply believe. And are you believing the wrong thing? Are you thinking the wrong thing? Are you seeing the wrong thing? Are you pulling yourself up and out of the body and looking and observing the self in the moments of those crises that are causing you to want to maybe even move away from it? Not only moving away from how you see things and trusting in the soul unions around you, but this could also be you wanting to flee. And I don't feel good about that. This is all saying you're almost there. And these are new starts. You have the 8 of Wands, you have the 9 of Wands, and then a very young Page of Cups. Could be also a young energy, but I feel like truly this is just you knowing you have to start anew. It's all about dissolve right now. We're dissolving away the old. The old is done. The past is over. There's no going back to that. You have to move forward with strength and trust and do your best to get the clarity that you need. Let's also, for the earth signs, pull from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Angels and Ancestors deck for the earth signs. All right. Oh, they gave you 2. So you have the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Earth signs, let go of the need to be right. It doesn't do us a bit of good to feel like you need to be justified and right in what you think and what you say. It really is a waste of energy, quite honestly. You can feel confident within yourself without having to constantly say, no, I'm right, I'm doing this. And then people are like, no, you're not. And like, you're not even seeing it. You're not seeing it clearly. Earth signs. Air Guardian. Shift your perception. The Air Guardian. Look at that. Look, the Air Guardian. The Air Guardian. There is someone there that is a Libra or Aquarius or Gemini that is assisting you, Earth signs. Air Guardian. Change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. The Air Guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about our thoughts and thinking and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past, Earth signs, and see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and your greatness. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about the way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games on us, and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance that the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You are being guided to open your eyes and your mind and go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. And let it be so. In a sheke mohai, hinu hu nishika moke he nahai. Una sheke mohai, una sheke mohai, na sheke mohai. Yes. Thank you, Earth signs. See things differently. Open your mind. There is a peacekeeper there. Recognize the soul union. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Happy solar return to the Virgos, by the way. Thank you for being here. You are loved. Confusion. I get it. There's a lot of confusion going on. It's not your fault. You've done the best you can, but you need to see things from a different way. And really look at those people that are around you that maybe they annoy you or bug you and you don't like doing this or that or whatever, but they are truly there to assist. All right. Let's give these a shuffle. It's halfway through. We have done the water signs and we've done the earth signs. And now we are preparing to move on to the next, which is, I'm not sure what's the air signs. Next will be air signs. All right. Very good. Oh, this hair. Okay. All right. And oh, by the way, I don't really remember a lot of this. If you message me afterwards, I kind of like, because my guides, they come in and out, and my guides are not outside of me. They're inside of me. So it's kind of like they morph in and out of me as I go. And I don't remember when I'm in a session or whatever. This is why I always record sessions online so that I can, remember what's going on here. The highest guidance remembers, but I don't. All right. Thank you, Kat. We are doing air signs now. Air signs, by the way, thanks to the moderators for keeping it clean in the chat and for also always posting the timestamps. It helps me so much to go back. When I get done, sometimes it's in the next morning because sometimes I'm just wiped out. But I always get the timestamps in the comments on the replay. So you can always come back and rewatch and go to different spots in the video to find exactly what it is you need. I always put there, right there at the top of the comment section on YouTube. Air signs. What's up? What's up, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra? Oh, Libra, you got that South Node for the next 16 months now. It's been there for a couple months. You really want to watch and pay attention where Libra is in your chart, air signs, because that energy is going to be trining into you, okay? It's all about the release. It's all about learning and processing slowly, methodically, and understanding that relationships, money, values, people in your life may leave. I experienced it for 18 months in Scorpio, and it was some really challenging stuff, but it was also some very rewarding stuff. If you have any planets in like Libra, you want to pay attention to that degree. Wherever your sun sign is, you want to know your sun sign degree, and you want to pay attention. Okay, where is Libra's South Node right now? It is currently, I'll just look at the chart. Where's it at? There it is. It's at 25 degrees. I should know that. It's right freaking on top. Like literally, oh, and I'm getting shadow tingles. Okay, so I get shadow tingles on this side. So this may be a difficult read. I'm tasting like blood. Yeah, I'm tasting blood coming in from this side. Might be that you need to check your blood, or you've had some kind of an incident, or somebody around you's had an incident with blood. For the air signs. All right, let's go. Kicking it off with the air signs, you have the 9 of Pentacles. I had the vision of this card before we began. It kept coming through quite a bit before I even started this live stream. It's so interesting. I was like, I know that card's going to come out for somebody tonight. The 9 of Pentacles is all about the master. She is the Falcon Master. She masters her craft. Okay. This is all about success of the individual. She stands proud. She's confident. She knows what she's doing. And don't get caught up on gender. I can hear you in the YouTube replay. It could be a man too, okay? Yeah, shit. I kind of had a feeling. You have the Seven of Swords. This is the fuckery card. This is lying, stealing, cheating, fuckery going on. This is shady. You know, having to... And if it is you, it's having to leave. It's having to cut and run and take your stuff and take somebody else's stuff if you had to. It's not good energy right here. I feel like you're just trying to master your craft and that somebody outside of you is just really jerking you over. Quite honestly. Ay, chingawa, ina, yishakamu. Una kena shun. You have the Devil card, followed by the Seven of Swords, and then you have Temperance coming in from outside of you, air signs. The Devil card is bondage. It's toxic, okay? It's not like Satan. It's not that. It's shadow. It is feeling trapped. It is feeling like you can't get out, feeling held back. It's dark shit. Coming in from outside of you, there is balance in your temper. You can manage this. You know, there is somebody that's going to come in that's going to help you to shift your perspective here. But I feel like you really need to be watching. Like you're watching like the hawk master, like watching like a hawk. Because you feel like somebody's coming in and stealing from you or going to take from you and that you're stuck with them and you can't get rid of them. This right here, she balances fire and water. She's able to manage herself within the 3D reality and the spirit world. She knows that her deepest beliefs and her way of thinking is going to bring her out of this. She's going to help and assist you with this bondage and this feeling trapped stuff. But I feel very uneasy. Very uneasy. I do not feel easy about this. Queen of Cups. Someone is just completely done. Someone's turned their back. Someone's like, I cannot deal with this anymore. You know, it's just too much. And I don't get a good read on this queen. Like, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, okay? But this, this is major life event. No, this is a Queen Cups. This is major life event, and this is major life event. These are the two majors. You have the Devil and Temperance. These are opposites, you know. But this is something that's coming in that's like, I can balance this out. I can make this work. We can do this together. But somebody's just not having it. She's completely done with it. But I feel like you're trying. Like you're watching. You're on it. You're mastering the situation. But there's something ain't right. Chariot. Somebody's leaving. Somebody's got to get the fuck out of there, and it'll be a victory for you. You know, when they leave and get out of there, it'll be victory. You know, it might be this queen that's leaving. But you've managed. See, these are two balancing cards here. See? You see here? Balancing. This is a victory, but it's a victory that, like, feels a little off. It's always a victory, but it's also traveling, like long distance travel. These are both about how you move forward in your process for the evolution of your reality and how you balance yourself out through difficult challenges. Because this is not easy stuff right here. This is not, and it makes me uneasy. And I don't think this queen is helping. The Six of Wands underneath. You will be victorious. So there's 2 victory cards. These are the 2 victory cards out of 78. Okay. But you still have a ways to go. Why was the victory run? Because communications, fast-moving things came in. The universe is changing things quickly for us, even though we are in a pause. It's kind of happening subtly behind the scenes. This energy, and this is a passionate energy. And they want me to look again. Yeah. So at one point, it was a seed of love and hope and a brand new start. But then something happened. Some kind of travel came in. Somebody came in. Something happened and came in, and left you. You know, this is the guy that's come back from battle, and the whole city is like, "Yay! You did such a great job." Getting all those accolades and patting you on the back and praising you for your accomplishments. That's the overall. I think what you need to do here is really watch out for this water sign. But I also get the feeling that these are 2 different people. Like, I'm getting multiple people in this read. There's like, it's like a family, or a business situation, or a community tribe situation. I'm getting like 3 or more in here for sure. Yeah, there's a lot. And I'm getting kind of itchy. And I feel like I'm like kind of like antsy with this. Let's get some more clarification for you. You know, she came on. You know, nera kushia mona hela. You know, she came on kikehena. I know kikera shakai. When I kick it, I'm working chicken, chicken on my head, chicken on. We are clearing the field of the deception. Right here. Virgo. That's right. Virgo rules your digestive tract as well. You know, that's why Virgo's the ruler of detoxing. But I feel like here, this is more like, this is that anxiety feeling. But the harvest is coming, and it is Virgo season. And you do have 2 victory cards in the end here. There's some bondage going on, but how are you going to handle it on the day to day? Virgo is day to day on the bottom. Venus, beloved, again. Venus going direct is going to help you tremendously. Okay, so Venus will be direct on September 3rd. We're just a few days away. All right. This is a hard moment, but it will pass. You just got to have faith through this, okay? Faith, Pisces. It's a sensitive time. We get it. But there is victory to be had. And we're birthing new creations in the pause. You don't see it right now because it's a little bit of illusion and delusion, and you're getting lied to. And are you getting lied to? And, you're just kind of like, what's going on here? But don't allow yourself to be trapped. You can move away from that. And you don't have to put up with her bullshit. All right. Let's keep moving here for the air signs Gemini. We need angels and ancestors. Angels and ancestors. Who's going to speak to Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra? Angels and ancestors. Autumn. That's what I was just thinking. Release the old and rest. Release the old and rest. Protection guardian. Drop your shield. Okay, so we have autumn here. I'm going to put that there. And we have protection guardian. We'll read protection guardian. Drop your shields. By autumn, it's just a few weeks away. We're just a few weeks away from the autumn or the spring equinox, depending upon your hemisphere. But this is also telling me, autumn is that time when we really go within. So even if it's your spring, you're still going to have to go within with this. You're going to have to take some rest on this. And you're going to have to realize that this is very challenging energy. And I think truly this person that you are watching like a hawk, that you're feeling trapped, I think that this person is a bit confused. And this is all they've ever done. You know what I'm saying? And they don't quite know or understand how to trust yet, because they've never been in that kind of situation, is what I'm getting. But let's look and see. And I feel like by autumn, things will really have shifted, or, equinox that's coming. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. Let's see what that says. Drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. The Protection Guardian is a feminine version of Archangel Michael. She is fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe, but will allow the gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guard you from lower energies, she is completely relaxed, serene, confident, because she trusts that love will always prevail. Air signs. Trust through the hardship. Know a change is coming. These are both. Virgo begins the autumn equinox. Something is changing. Something is coming. You must trust in that. All right? Call upon the Protection Guardian. Oh, wait, is there another card under there? What the heck? You got a bonus. Air sign. You got a bonus. Lady, enjoy growth and reap the rewards. When we go through hard stuff, oftentimes that's all we see. That's all we focus on. Why isn't this card? Okay. Page of Pentacles. There may be somebody young around you, a young earth sign, or they just are very youthful, that's coming in here to show you something. Sometimes our children are our greatest teachers. Air sign. And we just aren't seeing it clearly. There's a lot of that not seeing things clearly kind of energy going on with everybody. So I hope that helped you, air signs, and I appreciate you being here. I love you very much. It's going to take some work to do what you're going to have to do. But in the end, you're victorious. You have 2 victorious cards there. So trust in your process. And try to see things maybe in a different manner and know that you can balance it out. Balancing out 2 different kinds of elements is hard. That's Mars in a adjusting quincunx. Quincunx is an aspect in astrology where it's like you have to put a fire sign with an earth sign. They don't go well together. Fire likes to be with air because they work well together. And earth likes to be with water because they flow and work well together. When you take 2 total different kinds of people and it's kind of like a forced thing that you have to do it. But then all of the gifts that you will receive, the holiness gifts that you receive from that, will be worth it. All right. Thank you to the air signs. Thank you for being here. I love you dearly. And I believe now we're on fire. This is the last read of the night. Thank you, Sally. Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys. Fire signs, fire signs, fire signs. We have Amy. Thank you for the time. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you everybody being here. It's really great to share space with you. Okay. Well, we have the Seven of Cups here that's just jumping right out before I've even announced and cleared. So we're just going to go with it because we're feeling called. I'm going to play this. Which one is this one? This is the Sea Bowl for the fire signs because I feel like you need it. Yana shi no mukai hena hai. Onai kinu ki shikimuka kina ina o shina kuka kina monteri hai. Ara rushika muka rambakiana no. Nishiku kuki mukira ana ashikira wana kiru maki. Nino kiro kachikana makai hai. Ino shimo ke hai ne o. Ino shu ke me ne hai ne o. Ino shu me ne he hai ne o. You are being challenged to step up your game. Yeah, I said it to the fire signs. You've got to step up your game. This is all about having so many choices that there's a lot of confusion, okay? And each quick. The Emperor. This is Aries. We're speaking to the fire signs, by the way. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the Emperor. This is taking charge. You're challenged to take charge. This is completely opposites. These are two complete opposite cards. And now I'm feeling a lot of energy coming through. And I'm feeling like my throat is getting blocked. It's almost like you've done this so many times with all of this different stuff that's coming through, fire signs, that you just kind of am tired. You're just tired of taking the reins. You're tired of being the one in charge. You're tired of doing everything that everybody wants you to fucking do. It's just, that's the energy I'm getting. And it's almost like you're not making the choices anymore because you're just kind of over it, is what I'm feeling. But you are challenged to step it back up. This is the step up card. The Emperor takes control. Aries is the sign that gets it done. Get her done. That's a saying that we say in Texas. Get her done. You know, it's not taking a back seat. It's not taking a nap. It's busting your ass and being in charge and large and proud about it. Accomplishments. There's a King of Cups here for you. And I do believe that this is an energy coming in from outside of you. It could be that you have a water sign, on one of your other, like sun, moon, or rising. But this really feels like, for most of you, this is somebody outside of you that is there to help. I get a very loving, determined energy here. There's a very good energy coming through for you that is a water sign, okay? That would be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But they're confused. They want to help. They're stepping up, but they're also confused because I get the kind of the same confusion energy going on with both of these people. It could be two people, but it could be the same person. Let's see. You've got... Okay, so in this Tarot of Dreams, they have these special cards. This is the Palace of Swords. This is knowing that you have higher consciousness energy that's coming through. You have beings that are showing up, maybe even possibly getting visitations. And this is the time period when we're really going to start awakening to even more and more and more of our abilities. This is probably why they're really coming through strong, asking you to step it up. They were asking you to step it up before I even pulled these cards. And this there's confusion. There's some kind of a confusion Judgment. Wow. Okay, so there's a second chance here. You know, that's a good card, but that's a hard card. You know, it's not just about judgment like a judge. Okay, that's more of like the Justice card. This is like you are being raised up out of the body so that you can have a brand new start. You're being raised up. You're being leveled up. Your energy, your consciousness, your actual field is being elevated. We are constantly being elevated. You know, this is not something that you can just like stop. You know, this is something that's happening because you're taking on even more light. And your gifts are going to start coming online. And you got to be quitting with this whole, I got all these different things going and I just don't want to fuck with it no more. You kind of got to quit that. Because the Palace of Swords showing up for you saying, you know, this is higher consciousness, you know, off-planet beings, galactics. This is communications coming through from other places. Being aware in your every single moment. Are you conscious of your consciousness? Are you being consciously aware of all the subtleties that are speaking to you and giving you this second chance? This is Archangel Gabriel raising them from the dead. This is Scorpio energy. It's complete transformation. You have Pluto here in the corner. This is complete different beingness. Whoa, fire signs. Whew, geez, Louise. And of course, you have an Ace of Cups. You have a seed of hope. This is a really good read, just saying, okay? The Ace of Cups is saying you have a brand new consciousness. You have a brand new ability, new aspect of self is coming through to take charge, okay? Something about, like, okay, so... All right, so they're wanting you to, like, literally, when you sit in the morning and, you know, hope you're doing your spiritual hygiene in the morning, you're bringing in the light, you're saying your affirmations, you're giving yourself at least 5 minutes to do that, minimal. Or maybe you're doing it in your shower or whatever. So we want you to, I don't know if you can see us good. Let's see. Okay. So we want you to, like, literally do your shoulders like this and feel your wings in the back. Okay? Feel your fire wings. They are golden fire wings. And it is an aspect of self. And I'm getting so tingled up by this. It is another aspect of yourself. It could be a dragon with wings. It could be an archangel with wings. There went an orb. Whoo, golly, I'm getting lit on this. Okay. Yeah. All right. Somebody is seriously needing to step up their game in their abilities and knowledge, because it's coming whether you like it or not, is what they're saying. This is a brand new mystical, magical, etherical, supernatural, super fucking human type of energy. On the bottom. Of course you do. Of course you have the 8 of coins on the bottom. Of course you have the 8 of coins on the bottom. 8 of coins is working through the night endlessly, completely and totally dedicated to getting the job done. You are a light warrior. Stop this wishy-washy bullshit. And whoever this water sign is that's speaking to you, that you're leaning on, that's around in your vicinity, it is somebody outside of you. And I don't always get outside of you from here. But the reason they did it here is because they came in with this big, bad to the bone, powerful ass card. That, like, literally there's 2 of these in the deck, okay? The Palace of Swords. Or maybe there's 4. Yeah, there's 4, excuse me. These are extra additional. These cards aren't normally in the tarot. This is just for this deck. And when you got swords, that's all about, like, alien technologies and things that are coming through that are literally updating the technology of you. And oh my God, like, literally do it. Literally feel your wings. They're attached right at your shoulder blades on either side. And they're as long as your hands are. The actual attachment is as long as your hands are. This is how mine are. And you just feel them. And then you feel them moving out. And then you embody that aspect of self. And then you don't have to worry about no bullshit. Because you can take care of anything because you work hard at it. Why? It was fate. You have the major life event, major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune. It's fated. It's destined. This is destined. You are so much more than you think. Stop letting this mundane matrix world pull you down. Own your power and spread your wings. And work at it. Determination. You're being given a second chance from God. Okay. From God. That is you. Because you are God. God is within all. And I don't normally get holy really like that. That's okay. Here we go. And astro cards. Portals. Multiple portals. There's so many portals that are coming for you. Watch and pay attention. They're right there in front of your face and you're not even seeing them. Aries. You can't make this shift up. Aries. This is also Aries. Aries. Act. Act. This is what I said prior to even starting this read. And on the bottom, the third house of communication. What you say, what you do, and I think we've had this already once tonight. What you say, what you do, and how you think and feel with those thoughts. It's all one energy, okay? Yes, we have the mind here. Yes, we have the heart here. And yes, this is a communication card, but we communicate as higher ascended masters, as angelics, as dragons, as fucking 22nd dimensional beings through the higher cosmic heart. This is how you communicate. And then it goes straight out the crown to the higher chakras above the crown. It's there. Your energy is bigger than your city. It is. And if you're in a small town, it's bigger than your state or whatever. It push out your wings. Feel those wings. Move those wings around. Move it. Plus, it's good to move your shoulders. Get the energy moving. You got to move that shit. You know? Yeah. So you have the third house. And then we're going to also pull, excuse me. We're also going to pull you an angels and ancestors. Angels and ancestors for the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got the moon. Take note of intuitive messages. And the medicine guardian, excuse me. The moon. Take note of the intuitive messages that are coming through. This is what I was just saying. Pay attention in your everyday reality. Just look for the portals. Look for the messages. You are being initiated. Stop with the nonsense. Look for the water sign. All right, let's read. And you got to act. You got to take action. Even if it's hard to take action right now because there's a lot of confusion and everybody's pausing. But you fire signs are asked to be the leaders here. You know, you have to take action and you have to do it in a different way than you've done it before because the past is over. Medicine guardian. Medicine guardian. Sing. Move the energy. All right. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energy, but they also can direct you towards information that will help you to return to wholeness. Fire signs. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation, whether that be your health, your relationships, or even your career. So be alert to it. The medicine guardian has a healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of the will and the desire. Aries, my will and my desire, I am. And a chalice, which represents returning to the state of wholeness. A state where your cup is no longer full, but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. That is Raphael. He is God's healer. And he's probably your brother. Just saying, he's a great guy. He's very powerful, but he's a great guy. I used to work with the archangels a lot. Like, that was in my 20s and 30s. But yeah, maybe we should all call on Archangel Raphael. He's a badass. He's a healer, yes, but he's very powerful. Very, very powerful. So, there you go. Enjoy the upgrades. Watch for the signs. Pay attention and move your wings, fire signs. That's going to do it for me tonight. I do love every single one of you. That's right. Princess says, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all so very much, and this has been so much fun. I will return maybe next week. I'm not real sure if I've gotten to the point where it's just really hard for me to plan stuff. So I'm just going to kind of keep flowing with this, and we're going to try for next Tuesday. And if it's Wednesday or Thursday or Monday or Sunday, we'll just see. I do know I'm enjoying being back, and I'm happy. And the guides really came through strong, and really, really appreciate you. So thank you all. Thank you so much for coming in. And thanks to the moderators. Thanks to the groups that popped in. And thank you, Sunny, for being here. I appreciate you. And everybody remember, we're dissolving away all of the past karma. And it's you. You are the one doing it. There's nothing outside of you. When the fear frequency of the matrix starts cranking up this week and this weekend, and definitely by next Monday, Tuesday, shit, the stuff we're going to hear. This is really about to get going right now, guys. So buckle up. Spread your wings. You're more powerful than any fucking fear frequency that's out there. All right? And I love you very much. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. You are the God spark. And you're an angel.